Better, thanks. I have an annoying cough, but other than that, I'm good. My energy's back and I feel good, yeah. Thank you for asking.
They don't want to get it. I mean, it's.
I'm not contagious anymore.
I mean, for her, I mean, in general.
Well, that's why I went masking is not a bad idea right now. There's so many things besides COVID.
We're in the
I
middle of
ask
3
everywhere.
different pandemics right now here in New Mexico. COVID, RSV, and the flu.
Yeah, so it's not a bad idea. But
Yeah, and I'm gonna not do adjustments today and get close to you guys. I just want to be careful here and safe, so. But no, I know I've been working with the nurse practitioner and I'm not,
actually,
I'm not,
if it's just us, I don't need.
yeah, I'm not contagious
You know,
anymore,
and
so.
people are used to seeing people with masks, so it's not a big deal. You don't stick out.
It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
Well, I guess I told you that. Who taught the class last Wednesday?
Denise,
Denise,
I was planning to come, and I saw that the entire, there were 1 million cars parked along here. And I turned around and left.
I think there were 6 people. It was Chris, Luann, Kevin, Nancy from Placitas, Pam, Shelley. So there were 6, yeah. In our class.
Okay, it looked like, I thought maybe Julie was here.
It could be in here too, because they've been getting more people, so.
no, there weren't that many people. It was the usual.
Okay, because you know, that's how, I drove up and
But there were a lot of people, I think, cars and working on that building.
no, it was just along this
Right.
road. And there was only 1 spot left, and that's when I thought,
Didn't feel right.
I just assumed they were all in here and packed in like sardines.
No, there's sometimes a lot of people in the waiting room and people park here to walk too. on their own.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right. That's okay. It's like I told
Next
you
time,
guys,
look
you do
at-
you, boo. If you want to come and turn around and go home, you do what feels right for you.
I should have peeked in the window.
That's all right. No worries. I think you needed a rest
I did. I want you to know, I haven't done any walking for the last week.
because you need.
Yes,
Okay.
both of them are like, it's been too much. I need some recovery time.
Good, and he didn't break up with you yet because of that.
Well, we're gonna just do chair today, so it's.
I have to learn it. The people who know me, they'd all be surprised to hear me say, but I have to learn to speak up.
Mhm,
Real time,
mhm,
if something isn't right for me,
mhm.
I tend to not want to rock the boat.
Yeah, no, you have to, because you.
I have to be more assertive. Who would have thought that that would be my problem? My therapist is like, girl, you are one assertive woman.
It's because you're desperate for
You can
sense.
do it. At least you don't, at least you don't have this.
Sound like you say a lot
Right.
of stuff.
So I don't-
Okay,
All right, you guys, let's bring it on. Okay, so this week is the last of the yamas. So the last of the things where we try and control our own impulses. And this one is apragraha, which is non-hoarding. And so I'm going to read you guys a little meditation here as we go into it. Go ahead and get yourself nice and comfortable in the chair. Close the eyes. I turned the lights off so that we can have a little bit more peaceful time here. And as always, begin to deepen your breath. Nice big cleansing inhalation through the nose. Nice big exhalation through the mouth. Try to bring your awareness to just what it feels like to be present in your body at this present moment. Focus on your mind's chatter. Watch the thoughts pass by like a ticker tape as you follow your breath inside. Imagine you're beside the creek. Take in a deep breath and exhale. Emptying with a sigh, letting go of all thoughts, all feelings, all judgments. Watch your thoughts float down the creek like branches tossing in the rushing water. Toss another branch in and let that thought go bobbing down the creek. Keep tossing away branches of thoughts until your mind is empty. Breathe into that peaceful place inside where you gather yourself. Know that you're like the running water that moves around rocks, over obstacles, and through streams. Your flow is inexhaustible. You have everything you need and no desire to hold on tightly to anything or anyone. You have unlimited life force and abundance. The whole universe flows within you. Feel the carefree abundance that you are. Living apragraha, you take in only what you can use in the moment. You relax your grip and let go of holding on too tightly. People and things come and go. You have faith that you're able to manifest simply by asking. In the divine flow, you are always blessed with what you need. Go ahead and move your blanket so you've got some freedom in the shoulder area. And we're going to start loosening up the shoulders, bringing them up to the ears, and rolling them back. Let the arms fall to the side. So you've got increased movement as you do this, lots of freedom in the shoulder joints. One more time, up towards the ears and back. And then grasping your seat with your right hand, go ahead and send that left arm up and over. First of all, reach up towards the ceiling, wiggle those fingers. Inhale, exhale, take it over to the right. See if you can keep both the sit bones firmly on your chair as you stretch through the left hip, left waist, left armpit, up to the left fingers. Push that palm out and bring it all down. Go ahead and grab a hold of the chair with your left hand. We're going to send that right hand out and up. First of all, reaching towards the ceiling, taking a big breath in. As you let that breath out, go ahead and drop over to the left. Looking under the arm. Exhale and come back to center. Nice. Go ahead and let's move through one more time on each side. See if you can take it just a little bit farther out this time, maybe a little bit farther up, and a nice big arc with your spine as you come over. And back up to your center position. Left hand on the chair, right hand out and up, all the way up, all the way over. Again, push that palm out towards the right and send the air down on that side like you're pushing it away from you. Good. Go ahead and cross the left arm over the body. Bring your right shoulder over the back of the chair. Lift up so you've got a nice tall spine here and rotate to the right. Exhale back to your center position. Now we go to the left, right hand crosses in front, left shoulder goes behind that seat back, raise the spine tall and bring your gaze over the left shoulder. And exhale back to your center position. Go ahead and move your blankies off to one side and we're going to come up to the front of the chair, sitting on the sits bones, with the heels out to either side. Go ahead and come up onto the ball of the right foot and down, up to the ball of the left foot and down. Go ahead and do both feet together. Really push up on the ball of the foot there. Once again, imagine a string coming up through your spine, bringing everything tall in the center. And release both the feet down. Bring the hands in the front, interlace everything except your index finger. Send that up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Fold in with your gaze. Inhale, draw a line back with those fingers, creating a slight back bend for yourself. Exhale back to the center position. Go ahead and bring the head forward in between the arms just a little bit so your ears are close to the biceps. Now we're going to stretch up through those index fingers and once again come off to the right. A little bit deeper stretch this time. Inhale back up to your center. Exhale down to the left. And inhale back up to your center. Go ahead and bring the hands down. We'll move through some cat and cows. So we're going to start by doing a big forward fold with the shoulders coming forward and the belly going back towards the spine, dropping the chin into the chest, exhaling here. And then inhaling, rolling those shoulders back again, bringing the chest and the sternum forward, chin is nice and high. See if you can bring your chest out as far as your knees. And exhale to your cow. I'm sorry, that's to your cat. Sorry, guys, wrong animal. Now inhale to your cow. Belly comes forward, shoulder goes back, chin up. And exhale back to your Halloween cat. Continue to move through this nice deep breathing exercise at your own pace. Strive to slow down. Try not rush through it. Notice the difference in the balance on your sit bones on the chair when you move. Notice the difference in the balance of your feet on the floor. Notice how your spine starts to soften up and become lubricated with the movement. One more time, chest forward, chin nice and high. One more time to your cat. Pushing that back towards the back of the seat, belly in. And inhale and come back to the center. Very nice. Go ahead and pinwheel your feet in together. We're going to send them out in front. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. See if you can get both the heels on the ground. You may need to maneuver the seat a little bit so that you are firmly balanced there on the chair. And then with that right leg on the top, we're going to walk the fingers down into our forward fold. This is a pose that's supposed to be very good for Apragraha, because it's kind of a pose where we let go of everything. Gonna let go of controlling the upper part of the body, let it slide down towards the feet. And very softly bring the hands back up and bring the torso up. And we'll switch sides and cross the left leg across the right. Once again, make your adjustments so you're nice and secure on your seat. The nice part about having a rubber mat, it keeps you from sliding too much. And leading again with the heart out, straight in front, and then over. You'll probably feel this stretch on the right hip. Just as when the right leg's crossed over, we tend to feel it in the left hip. And go ahead and bring the hands back up to your seated position. Now we're going to uncross the legs, have them just about 4 inches apart. Nice big push in through those heels into the mat, into just a regular seated forward fold here. See if you've got any sore spots left from your weekend activities or your classes last week. Practice inhaling and coming up a little bit out of your pose, exhaling, deepening into it. Notice as you come close to the edge in some areas, we don't want to push so far that it hurts. You just want to feel a nice, healthy challenge here in your muscles. And go ahead and inhale all the way back up. We'll bring the feet flat to the floor again. And we're going to move through some big waves. So we're going to start with the back of our hands facing forward. Inhaling forward, bringing the nose between the knees, sending those hands up behind you. Inhaling all the way back up. So hands are overhead with your gaze looking up. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball up here. Exhale. Nice big wave going forward. Feel free to tap the floor with your fingers if you'd like. Send those hands back down to the mat. And up, reaching towards the ceiling with that beach ball above you. And again, big exhale, sending the chest and the nose forward. Sending the hands down to the mat and behind you. See if you can send those palms up towards the ceiling just a little farther this time. Good. And inhale and come up. Go ahead and send the hands out in front. We're going to do some big circles with the wrist. And then your opposite direction. And bring your right hand to your left, very gently holding on to the fingers. Just push back so you're opening up this bottom side of the palm, right at the wrist. Nothing too strong here. And then go ahead and send the hand down, pushing it down just a little bit. One more time up. And down. See if you can create a sense of pulling along these ligaments here at the top and the bottom of your arm. And release. Next side, left hand comes back, stretching through the bottom of that hand. Exhale, bring the hand down, stretching, pointing the fingers towards the ground. One more time up. And one more time down. And then just go ahead and swing the arms out, let everything go. All right, we'll move through some warrior poses here. So I'm going to have you come to the front of your chair with the right thigh across the front of the chair. We're going to bring the left hip off so it's hanging loose off the front of the chair. And you want the top of that left foot to just rest on the ground there. Good. Check, look down and make sure the knee is right under your hip joint. Good job, you guys. Very balanced. Great. Now go ahead and bring that right hip crease back. So now your hip bones are facing forward like two headlights. And we're going to bring the torso out towards that front bent knee. Drop your gaze down towards the floor, soften the eyes and the forehead. Send those arms out in front of you. Fingers spread nice and wide. Warrior one. Inhale, come back up to your seated position, hands at heart center. We're going to go ahead and turn towards the front of your chair, bringing those shoulder blades forward. And go ahead and play with that. Notice what that does to the hips, how you'll feel a little pull here. You want to get it to a place where it still feels nice and comfortable. And we're going to drop that right hand down on the front leg. The left arm is going to come up next to the ear. Once you get to the full expression of your pose, I want you to roll that top shoulder back and look underneath. So you're really opening this heart center. Inhale and come up. Nicely done. Keep your left hand on the left thigh. Now we're going to reach out over that front knee again, scoop up the air overhead into your reverse warrior. Bring your weight onto the top of that back foot. Bring your weight back to the back of the sits bones. If your shoulders are up high around your ears, roll them back down the spine. Nice open chest here. Good, and come back up to your middle position. Let's go ahead and turn those shoulders towards the front one more time. I'm going to have you bring your arms out into a warrior two. Look out over the front hands. Strive to open the chest. Bring the chin just a little bit higher. One more big breath in. Let it out. And release. Good. All right, we're going to come to the other side now. Left thigh across the chair. We'll drop that right hip off so it's free falling off the front of the chair and bring the weight to the top of that back foot. So that's your little kickstand back there. Bring that left hip crease back, the right hip comes forward. So instead of being out towards the side, you're front and center here, towards that front bent knee. Go ahead and bring the chest out forward towards the knee. Drop the gaze down to the floor, nice and soft gaze here. Hands come up in front. Spread your fingers. Push down through the ball of the foot on the front foot. Push down to the top of the foot on the back. Inhale, come back up to an upright position. Great, now let's go ahead and bring that front arm and rest it just gently on that leg. We're not leaning too much, just a little bit of pressure there. And then we're going to send that right arm up next to the ear. Once you've reached that stretch, go ahead and roll the rib cage around to the right, looking under the arm. Inhale and come back up. Good job. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn the shoulders towards the front again. Bring your arms out into your warrior. Notice, pay attention to your back arm. Sometimes it wants to come around to the front. Strive and have it come straight out from the shoulder, both in front and in back. Raise that torso nice and tall here. Great. Go ahead and release that right hand down to the right thigh, back thigh. We're going to take that front hand, scoop up the air in front of you, bring it back into a back bend for your reverse warrior. Again, drop the shoulders back, bring the heart forward, tuck those tummy muscles in nice and tight. And exhale and release. Good job. Okay, and come back to a seated forward position. I brought you guys a strap to use. So Josephine, if you have a strap too, that'd be great. We're going to do some leg work here. So go ahead and push yourself back on your chair. So you've got real good balance. And we're going to take the strap and put it around the ball of the right foot. And then stretch it out in front. Feel free to hang on to the chair with your left hand if you'd like. Concentrate on your posture, bring everything high. And then I want you to do a very small movement through the heel of this foot. So you're pushing that heel out like you're pushing against the wall opposite you. It's a very small movement. Feel how the muscles on the front of your calf are contracting and the ones in the back are stretching. And just feel that little motion. Do some small pulsing things here. And then keeping your posture nice and high, we're going to send that leg out to the right. And it depends on the yogi. Sometimes the hips are open and you go all the way. Some days just not happening. So just without judgment, keep your mind on that hip joint, what it wants to do, what it's willing to do today, what feels good. Don't push it too far. Continue to push that heel out towards the wall opposite. And inhale and bring it back. And go ahead and release down. Same thing on the left side. Strap goes around the ball of the foot. Feel free to hang on to the chair, bringing your posture tall. We tend to want to curl over when we do these things with our legs. So we want to keep everything nice and straight here. And begin to push through the heel. Feel how you can get a nice big stretch through the back of the hamstring without doing much work at all. Inhale, bring the leg over to the left. Noticing how is this side compared to the right side for your hips? How much more open or not?
What a difference.
Really?
I couldn't even move this one. It's my bad.
Yeah, go ahead and push out through that heel. Don't overdo. Inhale and come back. Great, and release. All right, now we're going to bring the strap around the ball of both the feet. Send them out in front. You're creating like a little hammock for yourself here. So we're gonna push out through the heels. You should begin to feel some lengthening in the back of the leg at this point. All the blood's rushing to that area, helping you loosen up. Notice your shoulders again, bring them back. Notice your belly, tuck it in nice and tight here, good posture. And exhale it out. Let's go ahead and grab the strap in either hand about shoulder distance. And this is there's gonna be a lot of variation in this for different people depending on your shoulders. So you guys just do what feels good to you. Do not over push it. But we're gonna begin by just bringing the strap up overhead. Feel free to bring your gaze up with it if you'd like. And then keep the head up nice and tall. See if you can bring the arms behind you at all today. May need to bring the hands out to the side a little bit more. That's fine, yogi's choice. We want to have a sense of spaciousness in that shoulder joint, that we're really helping it, opening it up, not that we're causing any damage. Inhale, bring it right above again. Rest for just a moment, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, raise it back up and back. See if you can go just a little bit farther this time. Opening up the shoulders just a little bit more. Breathe into the shoulder joints. You may start to shake here, that's okay. Go ahead and inhale and bring it all down in front. Go ahead and bring your hands in just a little closer together so they're a little bit farther than shoulder distance. And this time we're just going to inhale and go just to the top, not backwards at all. And very slowly bring it down. Nice control, ladies. Once you've gotten about an inch away from the thighs, go ahead and send that strap back up again. This is one of those exercises where going slow is where the work is. We're not really lifting too much in the way of weight. Go ahead and start to bring it back down again, nice and slow. But your muscles are firing up. For long, slow, steady movements. This time I want you to try and coordinate your breath with this. So as you bring the strap up, inhale, bring the belly in, nice big cleansing oxygen breath to the chest. And as you exhale, imagine you're sending that strap down with your breath. Again, inhale it up. Concentrate on your breath. That will help you not think about your arms. And exhale it back down.
It is.
So do you guys feel comfortable doing this kind of thing if you're on an airplane, doing these little exercises when you're seated? I do too, yeah, when you're on a long
As long as
flight.
you don't have to put your arms.
Yeah, oops, sorry. But yeah, I love doing this kind of thing when you're stuck on an airplane because you can just feel all your fluids kind of pooling and you don't feel good. And if you do, get up walking down the aisle a
And
couple
walk up and
times.
down,
Yeah, just do some little leg lifts and things. It makes a big difference. And I think it's a lot better for our circulatory system too. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can do some with the strap here with our arm. So I'm going to have you bring the strap around the back. And we're just going to have it be loose and see if you can bring it up and stretch it. And then bring it back down. Good. So you're bending at the elbow, kind of pulling against that strap. Almost like a little bicep flex. And one more time on this side. Good, yeah, just there, good, yeah. All right, we'll switch sides. You don't need much of the strap to do this. And then we're gonna do this side, just bring the arm up, really pull against the strap. So you're almost doing a little bit of a bicep curl, but with the strap. Push at the end there, bring it back down. And push at the end. And bring it back down. Good. Go ahead and remove your strap to the side. Come back to your wide-legged stance with the heels on either side. And they have you bring your hands to the opposite inside of the elbows. We're going to come into a nice, delicious, wide-legged forward fold, leading with the chest, letting the top of the head come down towards the ground. Let the arms get real heavy here. Beginning at your sits bones, concentrate on letting each little group of muscles let go. And see if you can have just a tiny bit more of a forward motion there. A little bit of letting go at the waist. A little bit of letting go through the ribs. More letting go at the shoulders. If you're trying to hold your head up, go ahead and let it drop. And drop both your hands to the mat, palms down in front of you. Push the elbows out to the inside of the knees just slightly. Feel that nice stretch in the lower V of your back. Inhale, come up just slightly. Press that right hand on the mat in front of you on the floor and swing the left arm up and over for a nice big side stretch here. Side twist. Inhale it back down. Exhale it back up on the left side. Really reach back behind you. Inhale it back down. One more time, send that left arm up nice and tall, pointed straight towards the ceiling. See if you can get that left shoulder stacked right above the right shoulder. So your torso is facing off towards the left. Exhale, bring both the hands down. Drop the chin to the chest and rest here for just a moment. Now we're going to bring the left hand down so the palm is on the mat below you. Bring the right hand up and around into a side twist. And exhale it back down to the ground. Inhale it up. See if you can go a little bit higher than you did the last time. Exhale it back down. One more time. Inhale that right arm up, up, up. Exhale it down. Once again, relax into your wide-legged forward fold. See if you can push the palms against the ground. Couple big deep breaths here. And then we're going to very gently begin to roll it all up to your seated position. Keeping our legs wide here on either side of the mat. We're going to bring the right shoulder forward and drop it towards that left knee, looking back over your left shoulder. And very slowly come back up to center. Now we're going to send that left shoulder down towards the right knee, turning our gaze up towards the right shoulder. And back up to center. One more time, both sides. Right shoulder to left knee. And back up. And left shoulder to right knee. And back up. Stop for just a moment, take a couple big deep breaths and rest. We'll move through some sun salutations. Inhale, hands down to the side. Exhale, hands up. Bring your gaze up towards those fingers. Inhale, hands towards the heart. Go ahead and push in here on the heart area. Notice where you're at in terms of heat, body heat, effort. Inhale into a forward fold, drop the head down between the knees. And then exhale to a half lift. So imagine a ruler on your back. So you've got a perfectly straight spine from the tailbone all the way up to the back of the head. Inhale and drop down again. And roll back up to your seated position. Again, this time we inhale, hands out and up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Stop here for just a moment, and in the spirit of Aparigraha, recognize that you have everything you need right now. Go ahead and exhale into your forward fold, dropping the head down between the legs. Inhale to a half lift. Nice straight spine here. Exhale to your forward fold. And roll it all up. One more time through our seated sun salutation. This time I want you to bring as much grace to it as you can. Go ahead and exhale out and up. Inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, forward fold, heart all the way down towards Mother Earth here. Inhale, half lift. Nice strong spine. Exhale, forward fold, drop the hands down. Let the hands get heavy, let the head get heavy. Notice the nice big stretches that are happening in your hips now. And again, very slowly roll it up. Roll the shoulders back, bring your spine tall. All right, let's bring the arms up into goddess arms. Check and make sure your elbows are level with the shoulders. Roll those shoulder blades down the spine and the back so your chest is actually coming forward, bringing the elbows back just a little bit, bringing the chin up just a little bit. Go ahead and inhale, hands up together. Exhale back to your goddess. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, the hands back. And again, inhale, reach up all the way to the center. Exhale, back to center. Keeping the spine nice and straight here. We're going to bring everything around to the right like we're a big satellite dish. Elbows coming around as far as you can to the right. Feel that nice twist in the spine. Exhale, back to the center. Keep the elbows up tall. Inhale to the left, looking over. Exhale back to the center. One more time, either side, to the right. Nice and tall. Back to the center. And to the left. And back to the center. Good. Go ahead and let those arms down. Rest in just a bit.
Here's the dog walkers.
Is there other people parking here?
Sometimes there's no class and it's full of cars.
They
Well,
just
yeah,
Different
I
people
know.
parking and
Right.
walking.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I think it's fairly new occurrence. Go ahead and stretch the arms out.
This is a new occurrence?
I mean, this many cars of people that aren't in this building.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think
this
they
year,
kind of
yeah.
discovered us, yeah. Because you don't want to park out here on the street, for sure. And feel free to go overhead too with that arm if that feels good today. Pushing back, so you kind of give yourself a nice big pat on the back with that hand that's on the back. And switch sides. Okay. Go ahead and push back to a comfortable position. Gonna have you bring your right foot up onto the left leg. See if you can bring the sole of the foot facing up towards the ceiling, if that feels okay on your knee. And then notice what your hips are doing here. If you're starting to tweak off to the side, go ahead and make a little adjustment. Pull that left hip crease back so that both legs are front and center. And we're going to stop here for just a minute and do the chin mudra. So you're doing your middle finger and your index finger and having the other two fingers up. Stop here and take 3 big breaths, resting your hands, back of your hands on this raised leg. Bring your attention to the rate of your breath right now, the rate of your heartbeat. It's time for us to begin to start slowing things down. And see if you can still strive to not have those scattered thoughts. Just everything that's going on in your body right now. What it feels like to have that left foot on the sticky mat. What it feels like to have your right leg bent in this position. If the hips feel comfortable. Go ahead and open the eyes and release your mudra. And we're just going to pick up that leg and give it a little bit of movement here. We did a lot of work on the hips. Just keeping everything nice and lubricated and open. And then yogi's choice. If you'd like to do a gorilla grab on your big toe with your index finger and your thumb and grab a hold of the chair on the left side. Bring the spine up tall again. We're going to send that heel out to the right. See how that feels today. Your hamstrings are nice and stretched out now. So, and inhale, bring it back in. Good. Go ahead and press the heel of that right hand on the inside of the knee and push down, opening up this joint here in the hip. And release. We'll bring the left foot up. Once again, using our mudra, laying our hands here, one on the foot, one on the inside of the knee. Pay attention to the hips. If they're starting to go off to the left, bring them back so everything's front and center in alignment. And once more on this side, breathe into the sensations in your body. What does it feel like to have all the weight on your seat, on your chair? Or the place where the chair, back of the chair curves in and meets the middle of your back. Maybe what does the air feel like on your skin? Is it still cool in here or has it heated up for you? Just notice all those sensations. Go ahead and open your eyes, bringing your gaze to a soft place out just in front of your mat. Reach down and take a hold of your foot and your knee. Give yourself a little movement here back and forth. And resting that leg down on the right leg again, we're going to take the heel of our hand and push, opening that hip up. And then go ahead and take your index finger and your thumb into a gorilla pose around that big toe. Send that heel out to the side. And once again, notice the difference between the sides. Inhale and bring it back. Good. Go ahead and drop both feet down. Come forward onto the seat. And we're going to come into a little yoga ball here in a seated position. Coming forward, bringing your nose between the knees. Reach around and grab the heels in the back, resting the heels on the fingers, Let the nose come towards the knees, let the chin come in towards the chest. Everything nice and safe and secure in your little yoga ball here. Heating yourself up from just the heat of your own body. And then go ahead and release the heels and roll up again. Reach up with the left arm, down with the right, sliding down the right leg of that chair. And inhale it up. The left arm down, right arm up. And move back and forth through this with your breath, slowing it down. So nice big inhale. As you reach, exhale as you come up. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you come up. One more time, both sides. Inhale, really stack those shoulders. Nice, best stretch of the day. Exhale up. And left side, slide that hand down, right hand comes up. And come up to the center. And let's give some love to our shoulders. Go ahead and drop your hands here and just do some big circles with your elbows. First going forward and then going back. All right, we're going to start to set up for our final resting pose. And I want you guys to take advantage of the blankets, whatever is going to feel like you're indulging yourself here at the end of class. So if you want it on your lap, great. If you want it over your feet or under your feet, if you want it around your shoulders, if you want to sit on it. But let's use these yummy blankets to help us come to a place where we can really relax and let go. I'm going to put my feet inside the blanket because they're always cold. And wrap the other way around myself.
I feel like grandma.
This would make a great photo. You know, it's like we can.
You'll see this if you come to my house anytime.
Oh, really?
Always got black throws all over the place, and even Kevin's covered with them.
We do for our dog. We've got a little Chihuahua Schnauzer mix. It's 8 pounds and she's always cold. So we have these all over the place for her. And they're never quite right. She's always got to like scoot them around. And it's not quite right. You got to fix it. So funny.
Nesting.
That's
Yeah, yes.
adorable.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and drop your hands in your lap. Right hand down first, left hand on top with the palm of both hands facing up. See if you can let your heels drop down away from the knees, just so that there's no effort being expended there, keeping the lower feet, lower legs in place. And then just imagine your thighs getting really heavy and pushing down on that chair seat. And the hands getting really heavy and pushing down on your lap. And then coming to the waist, we want to roll back the shoulders and raise the spine up just a little bit. So everything below the waist is pushing into the ground and rooting you and grounding you for the day. Everything above the waist is bringing you up and bringing your awareness and your spirit higher. So you're the perfect combination of being rooted and connected to the heavens. And once again, bring your attention back to your breath. Once again, imagine yourself next to that stream. And anytime a thought arises, just picture it as being on a branch and you toss the branch into the water and watch it bob away from you. No need to take action on it. Notice if you feel any tingling in your body from all the movement you've done today. And stop and take a moment to just thank your body for all the movement it can still do, all the ways that it does these miraculous stretches for you. And I will read you just a little bit more about apragraha, or non-hoarding. Apragraha, the fifth and final yama, means non-hoarding. You should not collect nor have possessiveness towards things or people. You can have possessions, but not possessiveness. There is a difference. Being a hoarder gives you more desires. In yoga, we reduce desires, especially selfish ones, to live a happier, freer life. When you do not hoard possessions or people, you acquire confidence and contentment. Otherwise, you feel lost and anxious without these things or people. Practicing apragraha, the last yama from the 8 limbs of yoga, Raja Yoga, means you understand the lack of security or permanence in the material, including objects and people. When you go shopping, you may feel a need to buy. Most likely, there isn't a true need, just a desire. The desire is to not feel a void, so you collect to make yourself whole. It's an illusion of fullness. Apragraha is powerful and ironic in that when you no longer have the desire to possess anything or anyone, that thing or person comes to you more. When you suffocate things or people, they want to run away because they feel trapped. Give them freedom and they come back to you. Reflect on the people in your life who let you be. Do you want to be around those people more or less? Reflect on the people who call you constantly or demand your attention. Do you want to be around them more or less? If our love is only a will to possess, it is not love. Thich Nhat Hanh. Go ahead and return your awareness to your breath. Maybe drop your head forward, stretch the back of the neck, move back and forth from shoulder to shoulder a little bit. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And bring your hands to heart center and drop the chin. May you go through the rest of your day and your week without grasping, without trying to hold on, but with freedom and liberty and movement and joyfulness. Thank you so much.